In the Old Testament, God told Adam to go out and to name everything, and take was it domain or dominion over dominion. So Adam was instructed to name and take dominion over everything, and we're still doing it. We name it, it becomes an object that we then need to possess. We take dominion over it, and that becomes ours. So a construct or a concept has been created linguistically, and then we possess it and we own it. We even think that we possess our thoughts. This is my thought. And we think we possess our feelings. This is my feeling. And we think we possess our opinions. This is my opinion. And anything we take possession of, we have to fight like hell to keep. But it behooves us to be careful about what it is we're taking possession of and what it is we're identifying ourselves with. Because if this is my thought, and therefore it must be because it's mine, there are limitations, of course, in that kind of order. We even take possession of our life. We think we have a life. And we think this is my life. Not only do we think it's my life, but since it's my life, it should be the way I want it to be. So what would happen if instead of thinking of life as being our possession, if we thought of ourselves, for example, as a manifestation or expression of life? Let's just play with that one as a contemplation. Consider what it would be like to experience yourself as you sit here now as an expression or manifestation of life, or as a form of life, as an expression of life, as life revealing itself as you. Let's just take a few moments with that. What we'll do is we'll chime once as we contemplate it, and twice as we return our awareness.
So you say it again before we're contemplating?
Yeah. My brother said, I wrote this book, and my brother said, the problem with this book is it's hard to pick up and easy to put down. And my other brother said, the problem with you, Hayward, is you try to say everything you know in one sentence. Every sentence. I appreciate that. Before I review what we're going to contemplate, when we do our practices and we have whatever experience we have, rather than how we generally think about it, we generally think of going into meditation and coming out. What I'd like to do as another way of working is, as we have our practice and the practice is over, that we open our eyes and allow what's here to be incorporated in the experience that we're having in our practice. So that rather than our practice be going into meditation and having whatever experience we're having, and then coming out of it to this mundane dread of our life, then wanting to go back into meditation so we can do it. Instead of doing it that way, which some of us have practice doing it that way. Let's do it this way. Let's do our practice, and then whatever you're experiencing, and however it is for you, when the bowl chimes twice, merely stay with your experience and open your eyes and include this. So we're not going back and forth because it could give you a headache. have the experience and add to it. Then we'll have some other experience, and then you open your eyes and you include this too. Because if our practices and our meditations don't include this, we're missing something. Okay. You want to know what we're contemplating? We're contemplating what would it be like if instead of the usual way of I have a life, this life is mine, we play with allowing your eyes to close and experiencing yourself as an expression of life. Consider the possibility that life forms as you. Play with the idea that you are a living process. Life's event. What does it feel like? What's the experience of being an expression of life itself? Feel the consequences. And including this experience of being here as a living presence. And exhale and expand. Exhale and expand, recognizing self and all of its appearances as life's expression. Forms of aliveness. What is it like to be a living form? And you can continue to experience the knowledge as you exhale. there's something very comfortable about the ease that occurs as we exhale. And as we exhale, there's plenty of room to receive life's energetic presence. Without being concerned that you're going to lose it as you move, or lose it as you speak. Because whatever experiences we're having, we can learn to return to. What's it like to contemplate being an expression of life itself? Any sharing in terms of your experience?
With a lot less defensiveness. I felt the image was like a piling for a dock in the middle of a river, trying to hang on versus just being part of the water.
Nothing to hang on to or to hold, nothing to protect or defend when we're an expression of the river. Yes?
I found it a huge relief. I stopped being a central piece, and somehow that relaxed a lot, and I felt more connected to everything and kind of curious about it, and a lot less in some ways responsible, and more connected. It was really quite remarkable.
Less central, more flow, more connection,
And less personalizing.
and less personalizing.
What happened?
What a relief. What a relief. Now, recognizing and keeping that in the awareness can bring a greater flow, less of a need to protect and defend, a greater sense of connection, a more alive participation, a more open condition. As we make life primary and self a manifestation of the primacy of life, is different than having the self be primary and having the self possess life. If you change your mind, you're going to change your experience. Has anyone here ever changed your mind?